Good day, everybody. This is Eric for Rabid Haberdasher Games doing a Rabid Haberdasher's review of Sentinels of Earth Prime. So let me pull this up here right quick. Sentinels of Earth Prime. It is the successor to it was a team up between Sentinels of Multiverse and Mutants and Masterminds. Mutants and Masterminds being a RPG that here at Rabbit Haberdashery we're big fans of. Most of us on the team play this on a regular basis. We enjoy the mechanic. It's a rule book for being superhero RPG. And then Sentinels of the Multiverse is a card game that was a physical card game, and then it became electronic one. They had a whole bunch of expansions, and it kind of ended its run of that. But we play it here on Rabbit Haberdashery Games on Wednesday nights. We call it Road to Oblivion, where we're going to eventually play against Oblivion in an extra life event. Um, but I'm here today to do a review of Sentinels of Earth Prime. I guess the physical copy's been out for a little bit. Um, and this is the entry into this into the video game world. I think it's a great entry. Um, Now, I'm a big fan of both organizations and both of their products. So for Mutants Masterminds, I own four of their books. I own the Deluxe Hero Manual. I own the basic. I also own the Super Team Handbook and the better Mousetrap book. Um, you probably only need a deluxe to play the game. Actually, you need the basic. You could play the game of the basic, but I recommend getting the deluxe. It's on the third edition, so there's previous editions. So it's been around for probably a couple decades, I think. Um, so so there's that. So big fan, and I was looking through it just to kind of like compare notes. So when I do this review, um, but so. Uh, what are my thoughts? I played this on stream on Rabbit Haberdashery on Twitch for an hour plus already. Just launched today. I didn't play it before then. I did watch Handelabra broadcast once or twice about it. Um, I kept trying to lobby them to get into the closed beta. No luck, no dice. So this is my first time. I was a Kickstarter backer. I got the copy. Right now it's on sale at Steam because they just released it like $16 and change US. So here's my thoughts on it. And coming from this, I'm a super fan, but I will let my feelings be known. I still think so overall it's a great addition. We like to do a scale system. I think the scaling system, I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. But I'm a big fan of both. It's going to sound like I'm more critical than not, but ultimately I'm still having fun with it. Um, I think any Sentinels and Multiverse additional content is great. It only adds more depth. I'm all for it. Um, but um, I'm going to be just giving my honest feedback about it. So I'm going to go over to the game so we can see that. Um, Here's the music. Variation of theme, the additional music. I think Sentinels Multiverse soundtrack is better, but ever so slightly. It's probably made by the same person. I don't know if that's true or not. It could be in the same. It could be on the same uh, album, and that would make complete sense to me. Um, so I'm going to turn this down a little bit because they tend to have the default on pretty high. It is cross-compatible with all of Sentinels of Multiverse, which is good. So if you have other expansion packs, you can play. It's great. This is cover art from one of their books. Or no, this is from Sentinels of Earth Prime, the card game. So in the deluxe manual on the back page, you'll see this graphic. So let's go to the game. So this is what you get for that. So I own all the extra stuff. So this is all Sentinels of Multiverse stuff until you get to here. So you get four villains. You get Argo. They changed up the font. And I don't know if it's the same artist, but I feel like it's at least a different way of doing the artist. Um, I like Sentinels Multiverse artists, but it's not too much of a deviation where I'm like, oh, this is awful. It's different. That's fine. They have to throw something there. Um, Meta Mind. On the stream today, I played against Hades, who was a 2. I feel so. Hades' big gimmick is, uh, one team member gets a lot of damage, or all the team, if they decline it, all the team members get like half the damage. So the math works out that like it's better for one person to take the hit, but maybe they don't want to. Also, there's a lot of going with the whole the deal with the devil kind of theme. There's a lot of cards out there that are like they're clever, they're thoughtful, of like you're obsessed with this one card, so if you lose this one card, you discard your entire hand or whatever and go try to find that card again. So like there's a theme to it. Mechanically, it's there's some that are harder than others. There's one or two that are like, oh man, that's like painful, and then the rest of them aren't, which I guess is balanced, right? That's what you're looking for. So, and then we have environments. Farside City to Freedom City, which is referenced a lot in the books, is like your general metropolis area, and then Tartarus, and then Terminus. I played on Freedom City in the stream, so feel free to watch it on Rabid Haberdasher on Twitch. I thought it was decent. Actually, the I didn't find that it interacted in a negative way. I got lucky. There was this freedom statue, and I give everyone a perk, and as long as you kept the statue alive, you got the perk. But it did have like a hit point of like 10. So, and the villain will attack that first. So it kind of tanks a little bit for you, but if it blows up, everyone gets like negative psychic damage. So that's a cool little trick. I don't know if the environment was, I don't know if I would call it a 2. I don't think the environment played too hard in that game. So maybe I just got lucky on my draws. So you get 4 environments, you get 4 villains. And then these are the heroes you get. So again, cross-compatible with all the other stuff I got. But you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The characters I played: Bowman, which was a Hawkeye, Captain Thunder, Dalius. I played later Liberty, and I played Siren. And they have a tutorial, so the tutorial is very thorough, which is good, because it lets you play 80% of the game, and then it gives you the last round where it's essentially they let you have the kill shot. It's a very thorough. If you've played Sentinels of Multiverse, you probably don't need to do it. It's just going to teach you the basic mechanics of the game. You'll probably get frustrated. For me, I was just trying to click through it all. I kind of wish they had a tutorial of like never played Sentinels of Multiverse before, then they did a thorough one, like they have, and then it played Sentinels of Multiverse before, then it's like, it can be like a 30-second, 2-minute clip at best, because it did feel a little tedious for someone that I play it on this game on a weekly basis, Sentinels Multiverse on a weekly basis with my brother Coinless, at Wednesdays at 8:15 Pacific Standard Time, on Rabid Haberdasher on Twitch, and it goes up on our channel on YouTube. You can follow us there. But for someone that plays it that often, I didn't need the tutorial. But it's nice that the developers thought of the tutorial. Thoughts I have for the characters, I was a little sad, I'll be honest. There's some characters that I always see in the book, the Mutants Masterminds book, that I was like, oh, I gotta see the princess or the rook, like these characters being playable characters, because they're referenced a lot in the game manuals of stuff like that. So yeah, but I didn't see them. Kind of a missed opportunity in my mind, and maybe they'll come up with expansion packs, and I feel like they're gonna reignite the whole. They're just gonna use the Mutants and Masterminds IP and come out with several DLC and come up with another 30 characters and villains for you. I can very easily see them going that route, and I look forward to that. It's the challenge is on them though. They've got to come up with all the balancing issues and come up with characters that feel unique but also play to their character style, and they've got so much content out there with that. I feel that that might be a hard thing to do. So But Freedom City on page 291 on the Mutants and Masterminds Deluxe Edition. That's where you're gonna see most of these core sets. So like you see on the top of the page, you'll see Bowman up front, followed by Captain Thunder, followed by um, I think it's Doctor Metropolis. Yeah, it looks like him, and then followed by Lady Liberty, followed by Johnny Rocket, followed by Star Knight, followed by the Raven. That was probably the page I could find where they had most of the Freedom City and all those characters in one shot. They're scattered across the book, and same with the villains. Uh, they're various books, but not with the frequency that I thought I was going to see, not the characters I thought. So kind of, they can pick up that a little bit of a fumble in my opinion. Um, I'm guessing because I haven't played the physical card copy of Sentinels of Earth Prime, they already went with that. And maybe the previous editions, the first and second editions, these characters are highlighted a little more. But by the third edition, that's when I got introduced to it, not as much. So the characters I really was like, oh, this is gonna be cool. I didn't see but these folks are fine. I think the other big thing is balancing issues because I played a cold I played Hades, I played Freedom City, and then I played Bowman, Gedalius, Lady Liberty, who's kind of like your Wonder Woman, and then Siren, who's kind of Storm, really more Storm than Aquaman. So that was the team, maybe not the same order. um, I thought I thought they were OP. Maybe I just picked a good team up front that synergized well. But I was going cold, and I was like, man, if I sat down for a second and actually thought about what I was doing, or I knew their cards a little better, I'm like, I think I could find some broken stuff because I thought the damage output was very high on some folks. I'm like, there's cards that are doing 5+ damage, and I'm used to building up to that, not just being like throwing out a one card, here's 5 damage. That's with no buffs. There's also a lot of cards. So at least in this group, I found a lot more healing cards. Like everyone's doing 1 heals, which the initial game was kind of a little frustrating. But like there'll be moments where you're like, man, there's only a few healers amongst the group. So there's a few healers amongst the group. So, if you don't bring them, like you're playing a DPS strategy or a tanking strategy, and there's a few of them. But now it feels like everyone can heal a little bit. I don't know how I feel about that, because I feel this too much. Um, there's a lot of also like, stuntman kind of things where this person can have this trigger this other person. And I was chaining stuff left and right. And I was like, I don't know if I should be able to do this. So I feel like there's balancing issues. I don't know if they're going to come change it or if that's just what's on Sentinels and Earth Prime cards. Like, it's out there. Or maybe I've been playing this for a bit so I can see the synergies. I got lucky. I don't know. That's the other thing I would say is like, I don't know, is this balanced? And we'll find out. So, who I recommend this game for? I recommend it for people that are fans of Mutants and Masterminds. I recommend it for Sentinels of Multiverse. If you're looking for more content for Sentinels of Multiverse, go for it. I like that it opens the door for more, because after Oblivion, it's felt like the end. That sounds about right. But like their end with the content. Is it worth the price of admission? Yeah, I think so, because you're getting so many heroes in the floor. That's the core pack. You can buy the core pack for Sentinel Multiverse cheaper, but that's because it's been out for 5+ years. I'm just throwing a number up there. So get it. Definitely take a look at it. Watch a stream or two. Watch our stream on Wednesdays. We might include this in the Road to Oblivion. I don't know. My brother doesn't necessarily have the kit yet, so we'll keep an eye on it. I might do separate streams if people want to see me do more streams of this. Just let me know in the comments. Or let us know in watching the stream. And yeah, I'll break it out. I don't mind that. There's a lot more I can learn with that. If you didn't like Sentinels of the Multiverse, game format, do not pick this up. Like I think it's more the same, and it's kind of like I references like Arkham Asylum combat mechanic. If you like that mechanic, great, pick it up. If you don't like it, that's what you got. So, um, so yeah, I'll look forward to playing this again. I'll probably do a couple more streams, different characters. There's achievements on Steam, so you know, I'm liking where it's going. I throw out to the folks. I know this game's already out there. I'd love to see a DC or Marvel. I think Mutants and Masterminds did the DC universe with the Mutants Mastermind format, and they did the character cards. I'd love to see this mechanic and this underlay to this, and using that IP or either Marvel or that, just go straight to the heart. Show them what you guys got and go from there. But that's down the road. This is a review for this game. But I think it's a very good game. So I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10 for me. But I could see, if you don't like Sentinels of Multiverse, that drops shortly. If you don't know Mutants and Mastermind content, it's a good time to look that up and get to know them better. So this is Eric for Rabid Haberdasher Reviews, and my review of Sentinels of Earth Prime. I'll post my first playthrough of it. Just finished it on Twitch. This is not on Twitch. I gotta wait a little bit of time before I can put it on YouTube, but we'll put it on YouTube and we'll go from there. So Eric from Rabid Haberdasher Games. Feel free to stop by, like, subscribe, stop by on the Twitch channel, the YouTube channel, donate to Extra Life, Team Rabid Haberdashery. That's a charity, takes care of sick kids during the hospital stay, helps them out. But yeah, that's it. Look forward to hearing your comments, and we'll do this again sometime soon. Take care. Have a good night.